Are you godly at creative, but every time you play ranked or a tournament, you just seem to crumble? If so, don't worry, because I promise you, you are not alone. There are many reasons on why you can fight the best of the best in creative, yet lose to the average person in a tournament. So in today's video, I'll be listing multiple ways you can transfer your confidence and skills over into a real game. I want to start off with something every YouTuber skips and something I find to be one of the most important things holding you back, and that is confidence. When I say confidence, I don't mean hopping in people's boxes or fighting everyone you see. I mean being confident in yourself so you don't end up holding yourself back. Since in creative you trust your own abilities to fight against players of all skill levels, you need to take that confidence over to real games and stop overthinking it. Overthinking ruins your mental state and causes you to start lacking in performance. In order to be as relaxed as possible, try clearing your mind of any stress you had the past couple of games and start off fresh with a positive mindset for your next game. So being relaxed is key to performing at your full potential. Next, you need to stop worrying about what others think of your performance. Yes, this might sound stupid, but having the thought in the back of your head that if you don't perform as well as you want, your friends and teammates might hold it against you is going to pressure you to the point where you can't perform without anxiety. So start going into tournaments and fights without worrying if you'll underperform. If you can adapt to the mentality that nobody cares how you place in a tournament, you will be less anxious and have a better chance at performing the way you want to. You need to stop thinking if you're good in creative, you're good in game. This sounds rude, but there are many people out there that think you are better than someone if you beat them in creative. However, this is far from the truth. The only way to know if you're better than someone is going off of who places better in a tournament. What makes a good Fortnite player isn't how you perform in creative, yet how you perform in a real game. I have played with a ton of the best creative players of all time, yet they still seem to fall short of the average competitive player. This does not mean the creative player can't take their skills and transfer them, it just takes time and passion. If you can find someone who is either a successful comp player to play with or at least someone better than you at tournaments, your improvement will increase much quicker. Now there is a high chance you might be able to beat this player in creative, but even though that is the case, you should listen to their advice when it comes to tournaments and try to learn the most you can from them while playing. Most competitive players are very critical, so be ready to take harsh criticism. Just make sure you are open-minded the entire time, learning from what they say. Try finding someone who has a positive attitude yet can be critical and ask them to coach you in your next tournament. Having a coach will skyrocket your success in game and maybe even help you make your first earnings. Of course, having a structure is incredibly important in real games, and learning how to rotate, knowing which fight to take and not take is crucial to learn if you want to become a smart player and see success in tournaments. All this comes down to experience, which a lot of creative players do not have. Experience is something you gain along the way of your journey on becoming a pro, and something that will forever benefit you. The quickest way to gain this knowledge is making sure you play consistently in not just tournaments but in scrims. Doing this for even just a week can help you so much in the long run. The hardest step is finding the right teammate. No matter how good you get, your teammates will be the reason you either lose or win. You want to find someone either your skill level or preferably someone just a bit better than you. Someone better than you will keep you motivated to strive to be as good as them, but finding the right duo or trio partner is much more than seeing if they are just decent at the game. You need to think about their mentality and if they want to succeed just as badly as you. Nobody wants a teammate in their ear just complaining and ruining the vibes the entire tournament. Playing with someone like that, no matter if they are good or not, will completely ruin your motivation for the grind. So while you're deciding on who you want to team up with, always look for the little signs that they might ruin the vibes. You need to think about what role you have as a teammate. Are you the IGL, the fragger, maybe you do a little bit of both? If you are a mechanically fast fighter and maybe not so experienced on knowing where to rotate or when to take certain fights, try to find someone not as mechanical as you, but someone with a bit more game knowledge. It's very important not to have someone with the same exact skills as you. You want to be diverse and have a bigger skill tree. So while looking for a duo, try to find someone maybe even the exact opposite from you. Finding the right duo is not as hard as you think, and no, you don't need to queue into a ranked duo fill game to find someone. There are many ways to find a ton of players your same skill level who have no one to grind with. The main way I have found my teammates in the past is through Discord. Discord has many servers where you can just type into a chat saying what your PR is or what you placed in the last tournament, and you'll have people almost instantly responding to you asking if you want to play, or they will send you their Fortnite tracker so you can decide if they meet your standards. A few of these popular Discord servers are NA Opens, GBL Scrims, and the main Fortnite Discord. You can find the links to all these servers if you look up the name of the server on Google and then put Discord after it. Another way you can find someone is commenting down below your most recent tournament and rank, or finding someone else in the comments with similar stats. Trying too hard is sadly something that will limit your true potential. Trusting your abilities and being in the flow state is the best thing you can do if you're good and creative, but you need to stop trying so hard and just let yourself play. Overthinking and overcomplicating things can bring your skill level down. You need to learn to just play like normal, and after the tournament ends, start breaking down what you did wrong and replays. You need to stop fighting the same 3 people in creative all the time. This will lead to you being comfortable, which means you won't know how to take fights against any other player playstyle. So knowing how to fight different playstyles will put you ahead of 99% of players. And being able to consistently take smart fights against your enemies by knowing how to start the fight and end it is something that will skyrocket your success in becoming a pro. So to change this, I advise you to start analyzing your enemies and learning from them. On a little bit of the same note, a lot of you watching have awful practice habits. While practicing, you need to ask yourself if the hours you're putting in are actually benefiting you in real game and not in creative. This is a common problem where people will practice without the vision on how this might help them in a tournament or a real fight. So start putting the hours into things that you know for sure will help you perform better in game. And for the ones wondering about how you should practice, I'm not going to say something like you need to play Kovacs for multiple hours or do edit training maps. I will simply just tell you, if you want the best results and actually see improvement, you need to start playing role games or fight players much above your skill level and learn how to counter them. Unfortunately, we can't forget about the delay. Getting used to in-game delay is an awful feeling we all have to go through, but getting used to that delay might be easier than you believe. There are many different ways to maintain feeling the same as you do in creative and in real game. Every time I warm up or free build in creative, I open up a stream or a YouTube video that will delay my game. This might sound ridiculous, but it actually helped me stay consistent on bad delay instead of getting used to creative delay again. The other way you could do this on console, or what I just find easier, is changing your server to a server that doesn't completely lag your game but clearly slows it down. Try to do at least one of those next time you warm up and then hop into a real game. You might actually feel better delay in ranked than you do in creative. I will keep telling you, analyzing better players will 100% improve your own gameplay. I suggest you watch any sort of tier 1 pro that you feel has a similar playstyle as you. So if you're an IGL and you need some recommendations, I would recommend Queasy, Malabuka, Tayson, Acorn, and so on. Now if you're a fragger, I'd recommend you watching Miro, Booga, Cold, and so on. If none of these pros fit your playstyle, you can always find a pro more to your liking. Don't just go off of my small list. Stop drinking G Fuel or energy drinks before a tournament. Yes, you're probably asking why a Fortnite content creator is talking to you about nutrition. And all I can say to back myself up is, caffeine keeps us energized of course, but it also causes anxiety and nervousness. And we all know being nervous during a tournament is already bad enough, so adding on to that is not something we should be doing. Try chewing gum or drinking a cold glass of water, maybe even a Sprite, but do not add on to your already existing anxiety. But the most important tip of the video that I can give you is, no matter what, stay consistent. I say this all the time, but it's the sole reason pros are where they are today. All I'm asking for you is just to grind through the harsh, difficult times and be ready to see your own success. The conclusion of this video is, stop wasting your potential and start grinding for something you've always wanted to do. I have confidence in you and your journey on becoming a better version of yourself. So stay consistent and don't let your dreams go down the drain. I hope you all at least learned one thing from this video that you can take with you down the road. And I don't know, maybe if one of you becomes a pro Fortnite player, don't forget about me. But without further more, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and of course have an amazing rest of your day. Oh hey, sorry, it's me after editing. I just wanted to thank you all for 8,000 subscribers. It means the world to me, and I hope I can continue pumping out content for you guys. Alright, I gotta go now. Goodbye.